This is your host, Seattle Beats, and welcome to the very first episode of the weekly 7 Movie Night series, where I watch and review 7 movies in a week's time, and reveal to you the best movie of the week and my recommendation for what you should watch on movie night with your friends or family. If you have any recommendations for films I should watch, old or new, either leave them in the comment section down below, or message me on Xbox with the gamertag Seattle Beats. It's all one word and spelled exactly like it sounds. Alright, now that you know what's going on, let's get started at the movie in last place and work our way on up. In 7th place, we have the cyber horror movie Unfriended. Although this movie was my least enjoyed film of the week, it wasn't what I consider unwatchable. It just starts off so slow that even though the second half of the film was actually pretty interesting, it made the overall film drop in quality. If you at least like supposed found film type movies, this will at least capture your interest. Because when danger actually strikes, the emotions and reactions are acted out very well. Just remember that there is a boring beginning, and in recommending movies I can only give high praise to an overall good film, not half of one. So in the thought of all that I just mentioned, this movie will be receiving a 5.5 to a 6 out of 10 from me. In 6th place, we have the mind-bending futuristic sci-fi film Mr. Nobody. I watched Mr. Nobody with Jared Leto after being impressed with his Oscar-winning performance in Dallas Buyers Club. His acting is still stellar in this movie, but the story left me so confused that I'm not sure how I felt about it overall. It's truly one of those plots that really messes with your mind, and in a sense makes this movie worth watching. In my opinion, it's great acting, but with subpar direction. It's not going to be a movie night pick for me, but I do recommend watching it to see if you can wrap your mind around its extremely complex plotline, because I feel that a true grasp of the film could knock it up a bit higher than a 6.5 out of 10 rating that I'll be giving it. Coming in at number 5, we have Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home is a pretty funny movie, basically making fun of the competition fathers and stepfathers go through for their children's praise. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg have great acting chemistry in this film, especially during the obvious laugh-out-loud scenes, which was definitely enjoyable to watch. But I'd say when looking at the movie overall, that it was just more of a decently funny movie. So in knowing what Will Ferrell is capable of, and in other movies, I'll be giving this movie a 7 out of 10. Do I recommend watching this movie? Yeah. But it's not one that I would pick for movie night. But it being Father's Day, if you're watching this the day that I made this video, then sure, it'd be perfect for the theme of tonight. Coming out of left field in 4th place as a movie I never even heard of until last week is the hilarious horror comedy The Final Girls. If this was any other week, it would be way higher up the list, but I watched some pretty incredible movies as of late. But to those of you who are fans of the horror genre that Friday the 13th started, this horror spoof will make you laugh so freaking hard. It's definitely not a serious film, so if you expect real horror, you'll hate it. But if you watch it as a comedy, and the comedy that it is, you'll love it, because it hits every corny genre cliche perfectly. It's going to be a 7.9 out of 10 from me this time around, and that's a pretty good rating for a horror comedy. Now we are into the movies with a podium finish. Coming down the stretch with the bronze medal, we have Dallas Buyers Club in 3rd. Tough week. An Oscar-winning film is in 3rd place. Pretty crazy, right? Dallas Buyers Club was and is a highly thought of Oscar-winning movie, but the question is, did it live up to the hype? And in my opinion, the answer is a resounding yes. The level of acting in this film was amazing to see. Personally, I believe that Jared Leto was the star of this film, easily, which makes me really excited to see how he, as the Joker on the Suicide Squad movie, will do. Because if he can pull off the character of Rayon in Dallas Buyers Club, I'd say he's pretty much capable of any role. It's not really a genre that I love to watch, but anything lower than an 8.5 out of 10 for this film would be an insult, because it's one of the better Oscar movies of 2014. In 2nd place with the silver medal, and pretty much very close to being my movie night pick, we have Her, with Scarlett Johansson and Joaquin Phoenix. Her is a fascinating movie with a look into the near future's advancement in technology and how it might change personal relationships. Although the idea of falling in love with an AI, also known as artificial intelligence, might seem crazy, weird, or corny, I have to admit, this movie does such a good job that I actually felt invested in the relationship and wanted it to work. Plus, the voice of Scarlett Johansson is pretty easy to fall in love with anyways. I mean, come on, who doesn't like Scarlett? This film is a 9.1 out of 10 for me because it truly makes you think and was great throughout. Most movies are not of this quality. And now, for my movie of the week. My movie night selection, and the most fun movie I've watched in a long time. We have, in first place, Edge of Tomorrow. Surprise, surprise, another amazing Tom Cruise film. He sure rarely disappoints, doesn't he? Edge of Tomorrow is a pretty underrated movie based on its box office performance in the US, due to its very non-catchy title. But thankfully, the critics brought life to this film with many rave reviews. But through it all, dare I say, I believe that this movie is in my top 3 Tom Cruise films ever, with an incredible thug life type performance by Emily Blunt included. So when I say I recommend this movie for movie night, I mean that this movie will make your night. So it's going to hit legendary status for me, hitting the 9.5 out of 10 range. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Please like and share, and remember, leave your movie recommendations in the comments section, along with your top 3 favorite Tom Cruise movies. My list includes War of the Worlds, Edge of Tomorrow, and Oblivion. Xbox One is an all-in-one entertainment system, so I thought I'd mix it up with this video. Hope you enjoyed. That's all from me. This is your host, Seattle Beats, signing out.